To begin with, let me firstly define the IRR and then explain the corresponding formula. Well, internal rate of return, IRR, it is a discount rate that equals cash flows with initial investment. We say that it's a discount rate at which net present value is equal to zero. It sounds strange, but don't worry, I will explain that concept. The formula will help you to understand that. So you have here the investment equal to cash flow first year divided by 1 plus IRR to the power of 1 plus cash flow of the second year divided by 1 plus IRR to the power of 2 and plus the last year cash flow n divided by 1 plus IRR to the power of n. If you put the investment on the right side, you have then 0. 0 equal to the minus investment plus all discounted cash flows. So what is this basically? This formula, right, minus investment plus cash flow first year, second year and the last year, then you discount, it's nothing less than the net present value. Net present value, this is what we call the net present value. In other words, you see from the formula, when you apply IRR here in the formula, NPV is equal to 0. It means that the IRR, it's an internal rate of return or discount rate at which the NPV is equal to 0, or your discounted cash flows present value equal to the initial investment. Okay, in simple words, it's a percentage of return on investment. I will explain later on in more details the concept here. This slide shows 3 different methods to determine the IRR. Okay, so the first method is the formula. Investment equal to the cash flow of the first year discounted by 1 plus IRR to the power of 1 plus cash flow of the second year discounted 1 plus IRR to the power of 2 and the last year cash flow n divided by 1 plus IRR to the power of n. So this is what we saw. This is easy to implement. The second formula, it's not so, I would say, finance, but it's helpful when you do not have financial calculator or Excel. We use trial and error method. So the same formula, investment equal to the discounted cash flows, but you just change the IRR. You increase it or decrease it until you obtain the investment. Okay, so this is why we call it trial and error method. Either you go up with the IRR or you go down until you obtain the amount of the investment. Or if you put investment on the right side, then you do the same until you get the 0. Okay, and the most important formula that we shall practice very much on this lecture, of course, this is the Excel. In Excel, you just add your cash flows here from the cell A2 to D2, insert function in Excel, IRR formula, you select those cash flows, whether positive or negative, and you will get your percentage. So you can do it in few seconds, it's very easy. So it can be, as you can see, IRR calculated here from 3 different methods, using formula with constant IRR, using trial error method with adjustments, and Excel formula. In terms of ranking, it gives the highest ranking to the project with the highest IRR. So a few words about the acceptability. The idea is here, and the goal is to accept the projects when IRR is higher than the cost of capital, that you have used to finance your investment, your assets. Reject the projects when the IRR is lower than the cost of capital. You can or not accept the project if the IRR is equal to the cost of capital. Sometimes it is acceptable, but many investors prefer that IRR is minimum at the cost of capital, meaning positive or higher than cost of capital.